much drip, I know she can't hold it. You know your bitch even if you got COVID.
Welcome to Showface News. You can call me what you want. Just don't call me woke. Make sure you subscribe right now. Make sure you smash that like button. All right. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Clyde the Beast. If you're new, subscribe to Showface News. YouTube is great. YouTube is amazing. Subscribe to Showface News. We got an update on the case of Danileigh'S brother, Brandon Bills, and Dababy. Turns out, right here, according to TMZ, Danileigh'S brother, or Danileigh'S brother, Brandon Bills is suing Dababy for assault, battery, emotional distress, and negligence. Brandon claims he was suddenly attacked as he walked by the rapper. He also claims he didn't fight back, which resulted in physical and psychological damage. As you know, the two got into a brawl at a bowling alley in Southern California. Police are currently investigating the incident. So, you mean to tell me after all the trash that you talk to Dababy that you're suing because you're mad that you got, you know, beat up? Listen, you threatened that man. You threatened that man not once, but 2 to 3 times. You threatened this man. What did you think was going to happen? You did. It's only but so much you could say to people. See, a lot of people like to play victim when they instigated the entire thing. This is what happens when you don't mind your business because it ain't have nothing to do with him. You put yourself in other people's business and issues, and then you get an issue that you can't solve because you thought you was a hero. But see, because you thinking you a hero, you end up getting bruised up because you don't know how to mind your business. You don't even know the situation, but you're jumping into things with a lack of knowledge, champ. That's why you got your eyes jammed up. That's why you got left lumpy because you don't know how to mind your business. You dig? Now you want to play victim after you have dropped public threats to Dababy. Correct? You, sir, dropped public threats to Dababy. You understand? Public threats. These threats weren't threats that, you know, nobody saw, but you drop threats. Just says that's his sister regardless. It doesn't matter. Your sister gotta solve her own issue. You know why? Dababy didn't put hands on his sister. Dababy never touched his sister, never put hands on his sister. His sister made these decisions to stay with this man, to have a kid with this man. Why are you getting yourself involved in their drama? You understand? Why? And as a matter of fact, the baby did the right thing. He called the police. He didn't put hands on his sister. He didn't do anything. See, you got to think logically and not emotionally. That's the problem. Emotion does not equate to making sense all the time. Just because it's your sister doesn't give you the right to jump in her business and threaten someone because they are having a conflict or disagreement. You understand? So come on, man. Now, Justin the Alpha says, "Wow, he ratted." This isn't really ratting, but yeah, it kind of is ratting at the same time because you initiated the crime. So to a degree, we can say this is definitely a form of tattletelling. You understand? But like I said before, he should have minded his business. He should have minded his business. It don't got nothing to do with you. Your sister makes her own decisions, and that's what it is. You understand where I'm coming from? You dig? Just says the disrespect he had for her was foul. Now him trying to sue is ridiculous. He will lose on that note. Yeah, it is ridiculous. Like I said, I don't care what the situation was. He never put hands on his sister, man. He said knew this was coming. Yeah, I saw this coming too. I think a lot of people call this. A lot of people was calling that. Trust me, it is ratting. He was acting tough, acting like he's a street dude. Then you rat. Yeah, he was putting on a facade. He was putting on a big facade for the world to see. Like, you wouldn't do that to me. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? He's telling the baby, say, try it with me. Say, I'll give you these hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's not how it turned out, fam. That's not how it turned out at all, bro. You dig? That's not how it turned out. It got real bad for you. You dig? It got real bad for you, champ. Respectfully, that's what happened. You dig? You ended up becoming an entire bowling ball. You ended up becoming a Dominican bowling ball, champ. They slid you down. They slid you down them lanes. You dig? And set up shop. You understand? You made threats to the baby, so everything that happened to you was warranted because you threatened a top level celebrity who is always with his security. By the way, he actually dropped you to the ground when you guys met up. He dropped you to the ground with an overhand haymaker and you fell. You fell to the ground. You understand? You both seen each other and he met you with a haymaker to drop you to the ground, sir. Understand? Did you forget that you threatened that man on multiple occasions? Or do we need to rewind the tape? Why are you telling when you were the one who initiated that you guys have a physical altercation to begin with? The baby they wasn't even thinking about you, bro. Because you was mad at your sister was sad and everything. Guess what? Your sister is responsible for whatever is going on, though. Your sister had a baby with the man. Your sister decided to live with that man, correct? So look at your sister. Look at your sister, nigga. This is what I keep saying time and time again. Emotion does not equate to logic. You understand? Justice says he was threatening the baby about how he is street dude and etc. But once it gets serious, he rats. He only mad because he got beat up in a public forum. He got beat up for the world to see. Everybody seen him get beat up. Everybody seen him talk all that hot ish to the world. And then when it all came down to it, he ended up getting jumped by the baby and his security team. Right? When it was all said and done, the baby and his security beat the clothes off of poor Brandon Bills. All right. Now everybody knows that Brandon Bills is not on no type of timing, man. And when everybody seen Brandon Bills make those threats, nobody was shaken up. Nobody believed him. We seen the demeanor. His demeanor was shaky. Nobody believed him. And then what happened? You got slumped, my boy. They treated you like a Dominican bowling ball, champ. You dig? You should only expect these things. You're not a fighter, champ. That's not you. You was trying to defend your sister because social media had you hyped. Social media had you emotional. But you didn't even understand the situation at hand. You didn't even understand that your sister is responsible for everything that happened. It takes two people to make a baby. It takes two people to live together. Remember that. You dig? I don't want to hear no, oh, it was his sister. The baby disrespected her. The baby and her have their own conflict. That really ain't got nothing else to do with nobody but them two, to be 100% honest. He did not do nothing to that girl, bro. He didn't put his hands on Shorty. Now, if the baby put hands on his sister and whatnot, then I totally understand where son is coming from. But he basically dragged something that he didn't even understand out of proportion. You dig? He don't live with them. He don't know what's going on in their everyday life. Mind your business. Mind your business. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You let social media gas you up to make you believe that you had some type of crazy hands and that you was ready for big smoke, but you wasn't ready for big smoke, champ. Because when you seen the baby, he met you with an overhand haymaker that would literally roll you into the bowling lane, champ. The baby caught a strike by using you as a Dominican bowling ball, champ. He punched the ball and he got a strike. I'm just saying. You dig? I don't care about nothing else or what he's talking about or what anybody else is talking about. We know these type of situations, man. We've seen these type of situations before, aside from security being involved. You understand? But Brandon Bills is saying that he has suffered psychological damage due to the jumping of the baby and his team. Listen, what is the psychological damage to be exact? I want to know what's the psychological damage, bro. The only damage here is your own ignorance and idiocy because you jumped into something and you didn't even know what you was getting yourself into. You really thought that you was going to see the baby one-on-one? Are you insane? How did you think you were going to see the baby one-on-one? What made you believe that? Somebody who is currently a very hot commodity in the industry, you understand? One of the biggest names currently was ever going to be seen alone. What made you believe that? But did you think you was going to win that fight alone? Listen, I'm not saying you should judge a book by its cover, but in this case, when he was talking all that to the baby, listen, nobody believed you. You didn't even believe you. Nobody believed you. Everybody thought you was sweeter than cotton candy at Coney Island, nigga. Respectfully. They thought you was sweeter than cotton candy and funnel cakes at Coney Island, nigga. I'm just saying, nobody believed you. Nobody. You dig? Okay then, Sean, if you got pulled by your head and swung around like a helicopter, you might be damaged too. You know what? You make a good point. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Yeah, he did get his hair pulled like he was a little treesh on Jerry Springer. He got jerried. You dig? He got jerried. They pulled his hair. They put the beats on him. They pulled his hair. They made his scalp hurt. They pulled his hair. Listen, if you pull my hair, I can't promise you you're gonna still be alive when you try doing it. I can't promise you you're gonna be alive, but you could try. You dig? You feel me? Everybody came to the rescue. You know how everybody comes to the rescue because they already don't like the baby as is because of the whole situation with Danny and all that. You know how they felt about the baby. So they was going to come to the rescue and say, oh, the baby is a bully. He's bullying the brother, whatever. The brother initiated violence first, though. The brother initiated violence. You dig? They beat all type of sonic rings out his head and his face, respectfully. You dig? Officers came to the scene and there were no signs of gun or shell casings on the ground. There weren't any shell casings on the ground. Not one sign of shell casings, but there was a lot of sonic rings on the ground. Allegedly. A lot of sonic rings, but not a lot of shell casings. You dig? I'm just saying. Listen. What I'm trying to say here is he should have minded his business. Mind your business, sir. There's no reason for you to be getting in on your sister's actions because guess what? Even though the baby did this, even though your sister complained, you know what I'm saying? Even though your sister said, "Why would you beat up my family?" Guess what, champ? She's still going to have that man in her throat. Copy? Got it? Okay. Understand what's going on here, champ. Free Realm said, "Is he really damaged though? Y'all really think so? Possibly, but I want to be honest and say he's more so very embarrassed and discouraged. He's definitely lost confidence getting slapped around by his sister's baby father. Your sister's baby father slapped you around and he's going to go dig out your sister afterwards. He feels ashamed of himself." You dig? That's the same thing as almost, I'm not going to say the same exact thing, but it's the same scenario as you being a new boyfriend and you getting beat up by this girl that you're with who's a single mother, but her baby father comes home from doing a 10-year bid and beats the fire out you because you thought you was tough and thought that you was in your crib, but it's really his crib now that he's back home. Understand? If that makes sense to y'all. Understand? Okay, then Sean says, "I don't know, can't speak on that, but I'm sure his ego and pride is underground right about now, and I believe that wholeheartedly." He says he probably didn't even call a lawyer either. They probably called him about it. Probably. He not gonna dog out his sister afterwards. I don't think that'll happen after her brother got did that way. Uh, yeah, yeah, it will, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. He probably already, bro, after this already happened, he probably already dug out Danny again. Like, come on, bro. You got to think about the baby mother to baby father relationship. Come on, champ. Come on, champ. Let's be real about the situation. It's the same thing. Look, if if a woman is awaiting her baby father to get out of jail, right? I'm just giving you a scenario. If a baby mother is waiting for her baby father to get out of jail, but she gets a boyfriend while he's in jail. When that nigga comes home, and if that nigga beat her current boyfriend ass, what do you think is gonna happen? What do you think is most likely to occur here? Think about it. That's all I have to say. It's not the same exact situation, but it's the same, damn near the same scenario. Understand what I'm trying to get at here? You know, free realms. Let me explain something to you too. Now that you said that, what you just said, bro, you do know after all of the whole internet, you know, all of that chaos that went on with the internet and them two, that she was still, you know, they was still fucking, right? You know that, right? She was in his crib a few days after that. You know that, right? Free realms, you gotta understand how women work, bro. Because, bro, after all of that, after everything that went on online, him kicking her out and everything else, she was back there again, nigga. Free realms, you gotta understand how the women work, my boy. Be like that, what's popping? You gotta understand how the women work, bro. It doesn't matter. Thank you. The baby was smashing her raw after them fighting online, and that's a fact. Bro, she posted a picture in the man's crib after the fact, bro. You dig? Come on, bro. You gotta understand how it works. I don't think a lot of dudes understand. that this is reality. Don't be so naive. Don't be so naive like, oh, if you treat a woman bad, she's gonna hate you for the rest of her life. She's never gonna give you pussy again. Bro. Honestly, honestly, the worse you treat them, the more likely you are to get the pussy again. How about that? I know that sounds foreign to some people, but let me explain to you that, these things make a lot of sense. If you know, you know. If you don't know, maybe one day you'll find out. But a nigga never earned nothing for being a nice gentleman. I just want you to understand that. You dig? Yeah, and that's a fact. That's a fact, Sean. You already know the business. You dig? Justice says the baby super violating Brandon. Yeah, Brandon is Brandon is feeling real bad right about now. Brandon is crying in the mirror. Brandon is crying in the mirror every day. Aubrey says, "Say what? No, it doesn't." Hey, Aubrey, you supposed to say that. You supposed to say that. Free Realm says, actually, right. I can't even be mad at the baby because I'm cruel to a lot of girls I talk to. I didn't even realize. This is crazy. Oh man. Aubrey says you're messing with the wrong women respectfully. Hey, maybe I am. Maybe I am. You dig? But you gotta show some level of cruelty though. You gotta show some level of cruelty though. Free Realm says, actually, nah, I'm not as cruel as the baby. He did her wrong. I can't say that he did her wrong because first and foremost, did you see the meal that she cooked the baby? Did you see that meal that she actually cooked for him before she got kicked out? She can't even cook. She's a Dominican girl and she can't cook. I would have kicked her ass out too. You crazy? Son, she cooked a very nasty meal, bro. I would have kicked her out too. How about that? Salute to the baby for having respect for his stomach. Salute to the baby for having respect for his stomach because what she was cooking was terrible. Okay, then Sean says women don't know themselves. That's why we see different things, and that is a fact. He did. Aubrey says love does not hurt. Hey, who said it was love? I don't think that's love, but that's neither here nor there. At least to me, it ain't. He says she can't cook plantains. No, she cannot cook plantains, bro. Look at, like I said, look at Danny's cooking. I want y'all to go Google Danileigh'S cooking on Google. Look at it. Before she was kicked out, she says, look, I made Bay some food. The food was disgusting. I would have kicked her out faster than the baby kicked her out if that's what she was cooking. You understand? If she was making baked macaroni and cheese in the microwave, I would have called the police and to escort her out of the premises immediately. You dig? You got to have some respect for your stomach, respect for what you eat. If she can't cook and she tries to cook, she got to go. Ain't nothing wrong with not knowing how to cook because things can be learned. But if you're going to sit up there and act like you could cook, knowing your ass cannot cook, you need to bounce. You got to chill. Got to relax. You're going to piss off. You're going to piss off whoever's in that crib by making that nasty ass food, respectfully. She says, okay, in that case, you have a point. Thank you. I'm glad you realize these things. You dig? Be like that said, went from wanting a fair one to a fair hearing. Yeah. He wants the baby to do jail time now. He wants the baby to be put in cuffs because He caused emotional distress and psychological damage, allegedly. Listen, you asked for the smoke and you got the smoke, and now you don't know what to do with the smoke once you received it. You did not last. You dig? You going outside, chick. Brandon should have handled things differently. He looks bad now. He looks like a fool right now. You dig? Brandon wasn't ready for smoke. He needed to relax. Brandon Bills is now the softest 6'2" nigga known to man right now. 6'2" and softer than gelatin. You dig? He is the softest dude at 6'2" right now. Believe it or not. You did all that barking and you never even tried to bite in the end. You went outside, champ. You should have minded your business. You know your sister can't cook. Why you think she got kicked out, nigga? Cause she can't cook. And she's probably annoying as hell. You dig? I'm just saying, I don't care how who feels about it. I'm telling you what it was. You feel me? Why people acting like she wasn't talking crazy on camera? Come on, man. Come on, man. Glass jaw. Justice says Brandon looks soft, suing and claiming psychological damage. Yeah, you a cornball, bro. Sweeter than cotton candy, sweeter than funnel cakes. You're sweet. You make the funnel cakes at Coney Island look like they have no flavor to them. You are sweet. You make funnel cakes at Coney Island seem tasteless. You are so sweet that if somebody was to eat a funnel cake, they would think they have CV allegedly. They would think that they have CV. You know what that is, right? Oh, okay, cool. They gonna think they got that Amarion virus. Because they're not gonna taste nothing. Allegedly. And pause if necessary. He said he should have got his get back instead of his lawsuit. What are the odds of him getting a get back, though? What are the odds of him having his get back? What get back was he gonna get on the baby when he got a whole goddamn linebacker for a security guard that would literally obliterate whatever team he got trying to throw at the baby? He got a whole bodyguard that's like 6'10", 300 and something pounds, bro. He's going to obliterate whoever is in his path. You feel me? Free Rim says he got a red beanie on. He been had psychological damage. Ain't nothing wrong with a red beanie, but you know, it is what it is. You dig? But like I said, he should have minded his business. He shouldn't have got involved, and we wouldn't even be here right now. What was the reason for that? You feel me? Justin says Danny loves the baby, and they are tied to each other for life. Brandon needs to worry about his own life, and that's 100% facts. Worry about your own life. Stop jumping into your sister's business because you shouldn't have did that. Yeah, the two dudes who came with him folded on him, so I don't know who would help him. That's a fact. Where was your mans? Disappeared. They vanished. He said, you can tell he want to be hard. Like, be yourself. That's a fact. Bro, this is the first thing I said. You want to be a tough guy, but you not that, bro. We could tell you never been into no scraps, no fights, nothing. You had a nice, good life. You never had to fight. You never had to use your hands. You never got snuffed in the face, allegedly. The baby was the first time you had somebody really put hands on you. And you didn't know how to feel about getting hands put on you for the first time in your life. You dig? You never had to use your hands. You dig? You never tasted your own blood. You dig? This is all new to you, champ. This is all new to you, champ. Man, oh man. Yeah, he not that. He not that at all. A real street dude would have known you was getting no fair ones in that environment. Yeah, he got dragged, man. The boy got dragged, and it is what it is. He got dragged. Should have minded your business, like I said. You was trying to front for these cameras, nigga. You thought you was the hero, nigga. You put your cape on for your sister. You thought your sister was automatically in the right because she was your blood and you see what was going on. Look, even if you didn't like what was going on, you had no reason to jump in there talking crazy to the baby, especially since he didn't do nothing to your sister to where that had to be a thing. Because again, your sister made the choice to have a baby with the baby, and she made a choice to live with the baby. So those are her choices. You understand? That's all I'm saying. But listen, this is neither here nor there. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. Let me know how y'all feel if y'all tune in after the live, man. Make sure y'all smash the like button and subscribe, man. This is Showface News. Make sure you smash that like button. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Clyde the Beast. Salute to the chat once again for tuning in and chiming in. I'll be back soon with more. Y'all be easy. Have a great evening. Peace.